Hi, I'm Kelsey,
I'm Melissa.
and this is Awkward.
Yes, it is.
So, today we're talking about traveling.
Yes, because we like traveling. I think we've been to some pretty cool places.
Yeah, she's been more cool places than I have, at least outside of the country.
She's been to more states. I've been to more countries. It all balances out.
Does it? Probably. Can be, though.
Why are you filming now?
You shouldn't be filming this.
Why?
It's just
What
like
if
this
we- what if we
disembodied
say-
voice coming
Yeah,
from
no one
somewhere.
gets
There
to
is
see
an elbow in the screen.
No, there isn't.
Where did we leave off?
Somewhere around traveling, you've been to states, I've been to countries. Oh yeah,
States.
states.
We kind of mapped this out, but we'll probably forget again.
probably.
Hawaii, Washington,
Oh crap.
I think I beat you.
Yeah, you definitely have me beat. Hawaii, Texas.
Ooh.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know.
Hawaii, Texas, Nevada, New York, Maryland. Did we ever decide that was a state? It's a state, right? Or is it?
This is not a good outlook.
Is it a
That's all
town?
we did in history in high school was color states.
I know, but I can't remember if Maryland is the town or the state. Maryland is in Delaware, right? See, at least I'm not the only one. Yeah. Unless you count Washington, D.C.
We decided not to count Washington, D.C.
Because it's a city.
It's a city, but it doesn't belong to a state.
It's just kind of
But we've both been to D.C.
there. And, like, outside of your home state. Don't count from Washington, California. That does not count.
Well, when I lived in Washington, I went to Silverwood, which was in Idaho, which was awesome. Because
First state that I ever went to was Hawaii.
well then,
Oh. I was like 5-ish, 4 or 5.
I didn't even remember that.
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
Little bits and pieces of it. I remember I had these like purple floaty thingies with stars.
I really love you.
Pretty much the only thing I remember about Hawaii was I had these ginormous purple floaties and I couldn't put my arms down, so I walked around like this. It looked very, very menacing. It's like a 4-year-old.
Like a guy that works out his arms too much so he can't put his arms
Not
down.
his legs, his biceps.
Always skip leg day.
First country I went to was, oh gosh, where was it? I can't remember if it was Costa Rica first or if it was England.
You've been to like what, 19 countries?
Oh god, no, like 14 or 15.
Oh god. Okay, I feel a lot better about that.
Anyways, perks of being homeschooled.
Yes, so. But I've only been to like 4 or 3.
Mexico?
Oh, we're counting me?
Yes.
I think that's it. I feel like it was sad that I lived in Washington and never went to Canada.
Yeah, you kind of should have.
Been to Mexico 3 times, I think. All to build houses.
Ugh.
We covered my countries, but we have not covered yours if you can even remember them all.
Oh, I can remember them all. Ready?
I would do that.
Canada, Mexico. Oh, crap. That was 8. England, Ireland, Scotland. France. France, Italy, Germany, Switzerland. What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting?
No, no.
Canada.
Canada. But on a side note, anytime I try to think of the Canadian national anthem, it's always O Genovia,
Always.
but I still can't.
Canada. The land I call my home.
And I feel bad about that, Canada, but I cannot remember. All I
They
remember is
sound
the
identical.
O. They sound so similar.
Or at least the first 2 words do.
The O something.
That ends with an A.
But I could not tell you what Canada's. I'm sorry, Canada. We don't know. I've never met a Canadian. Have you?
A few.
Although when I was visiting her in England, I was asked if I was
Everybody
Canadian a
thought we were
lot.
Canadian. Someone even asked me if I was Australian. I was like, I know that. I had one guy say that every girl in California sounds like Katy Perry. I was very offended by that. I don't want to sound like Katy Perry.
I want to sound like me. I'm pretty great. If you didn't know.
Not as great as Katy Perry. You don't wear
I
cupcakes.
feel
on your
like
boobs.
that's debatable.
Cupcakes on boobs.
She needs cupcakes on her boobs because she's not as amazing enough without them.
But cupcakes. I want a cupcake now.
There's so many jokes, Melissa,
Shush.
and I'm going to leave them because I love you. So
Like an
many
actual
jokes.
cupcake made of cake. Anyways, we got really off topic.
Speaking of travel, so
We weren't speaking of travel. Anyways,
what I thought was really fun is that we got to go visit Melissa in England, and I'm sure we talked about it before because it was like 5 months ago.
oh my god, it was.
That was only 5 months ago. Doesn't that feel like forever ago? It was a pretty good adventure for me. I
It was
thought it was
really
really
fun.
fun.
It was weird, like having my own apartment and then just
And then
in like another country, like 8,000 miles away, and then just going to the airport and picking them up and being like, "Oh, this is completely normal. We'll make you a pot of tea."
we're all really excited.
It was really fun.
ready to go.
Except she got very sick for the first day.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I think it was jet lag.
I think it was jet lag, but I do not I don't barf. That's not something I do.
She barfed.
I barfed a lot. Again, but we all got to go visit her, and it was really fun
It was
just to
really
be.
fun. We got to spend New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in England.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
And Katie turned 21 in England, and it was really fun. It was just a good time.
It was a really great time.
Yeah.
Just got to be us, and we got to dictate what we wanted to do
And be in England.
and be in England. I wish we got to do more. But I like to explore, and no one else does, except Melissa.
But Melissa was poor because
Melissa
the
was
alien
poor.
council tax took £800 from her.
That's so much money. That's ridiculous.
Melissa's still very angry about it.
was
Where
really
else
great.
have we gone? Have we gone anywhere else?
Together, we went to Mexico
Yeah.
because we went with the EV Free to go build a house.
That was fun.
That was really fun. I had a really good time.
I like those trips because you can just, like, I don't know, it was nice not to care about, like, anything. You just go, you're dirty, you smell, nobody's showered, but nobody else in the camp has either. There's,
Nobody
like, 100
cares.
people. All
You
of us
kind
are
of rinse
rank.
off once a day, and everyone calls that
You
good.
wash your hands with hand sanitizer. What is one of your favorite memories from traveling?
Traveling. When my great grandparents used to live in New Mexico, they have these things. They're called the White Sands, and I barely remember this because my great grandma only lived there until I was like 6. Because my great grandfather died when I was 5. But they have the White Sands, and Grandpa Bill made like out of countertops. He made like sleds, and you would take them and you'd slide down the White Sands. And I just remember going down and it being terrifying because I'm 5 or 4, how old we're. It's a really early memory, but sliding down that was super fun. What's yours?
I don't know.
You don't know. There's
I
so
find,
many
like,
places.
In traveling, moments where you're like miserable always turn out to be some of my favorite moments.
Right.
And I just remember that I have this prominent memory when we were in Italy. I was like 10 years old, and I was in this. We were on this train going from Italy to Switzerland, and it was just like the entire collective train ride was really miserable because it was summer and it was like blisteringly hot. It was so hot, and then the train didn't have any air conditioning, so it was just windows. But it was also like super loud when you're going under like tunnels and stuff, and it was an overnight train. So if you had the window open, yeah, you could cool down, but it was like every time you went past a train or went through a tunnel, it was like a hurricane, and it woke you up, which was fairly frequently. So you couldn't sleep either way. It was absolutely miserable. We're all sweating, and it's just like nobody's sleeping. We're all cranky. And then when we finally get to sleep, we woke up, and we were in Genovia. We had been in Rome.
You were in Geneva?
Geneva. Genovia.
It's kind of the same thing. Who knows?
It sounds the
We're
same.
stuck on Genovia.
In Rome, and it was like, it was a big city. It was kind of dirty. It smelled. It was not very clean, but it was fun. It just wasn't like the best place, especially in a hot summer. And then we woke up and we were in Geneva, and it was just like, I remember waking up and looking out the window and just seeing this like massive lake, Lake Geneva, and it's like crystal blue. The Alps are behind it. And everything's just like clean. There's like cows with bells, and it was just like the perfect like little farm like postcard, and it was just like, this is so much better.
There's lots of places I really want to go, but the problem is that I'm 20 and I'm broke. Or else we would do, like, they have a website, College Break, and I just go on there and look at all the trips that are available.
That's what we
And
did
no, I
yesterday
can't
for like an
afford
hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
We just sat there and we're like, oh, let's go here. Ooh, let's do this. This would be so much fun. Yeah. The trip that she was talking about,
Oh my
that
god.
we were looking at, it's like this
Amazing.
ultimate Europe thing with this company called EF College Break, and I don't know what the EF stands for,
That's a good question.
but
It's like, the estimate's $5,000, but when you actually price it out, it's like
you go to,
seven.
like 7 countries
7 countries in 35
in
days.
35 days. That's like 5 days in each country, ish, give or
Ish.
take a day or two for travel and whatnot. And it's not like 7,000, I don't think.
Yeah, it was when I priced it out, they're like, hey, price this trip, and I did, it was like 60.
Oh, that's right,
and
because
it
it
was
was-
really disappointing.
But it's like 7 countries. The Netherlands and
Really cool places.
yeah, just a bunch of really cool places.
A ton of really cool places. They have like excursions and stuff that you can go on that cost extra money, but they're really cool.
So if any of you feel like giving us like $7,000 each,
Yeah, seriously, we'll film the whole thing and we'll show you how great it is.
you can
we'll
live
comment.
vicariously through us.
Literally, I'll put out a video every day we're there. I will do that
Or
if
night,
you
because
pay.
we'll be way
If you
ahead.
help us pay for us, yeah. Like every day we have something, I would film it and I would edit it and it would be out. That is something I would do, or at least one for every city that we visit.
$7,000 for a video a day, I think that's a very fair trade.
Well, it'd be 14,000.
If we got $7,000, we could just
So-
split it between the two of us. And
Anyone want to start a Kickstarter for us? That'd be great.
We will love you forever.
Or an
I
Indiegogo.
will bake you things.
Melissa will bake you things that she can't eat.
Yes, I will bake you things that aren't gluten-free, like stuff with real chocolate. All free.
Oh, no, I will release. Seriously, dude, no, I'm not joking. I'm not.
We're begging random strangers to give us money. Please. Anywho, I don't know what else to talk about.
I don't either.
Oh, fun story. When we were in Ireland, they have these tiny little roads on like these massive cliffs, so you're driving. It's a bit sketchy. But there's one story where we have it actually on video. It's on my brother's camera, otherwise I'd give it to you. My mom was driving, and it was her first time driving on the left side of the road with the steering wheel on the right side of the car, and it was just very confusing because she was all turned around. And so she's driving this like backcountry road in Ireland, and she's going like probably 5 miles an hour. And so we're going along, and we're going along. Out of nowhere, there's like birds flying around, and this one bird just flies and hits the windshield and like slides off. And everybody in the car just goes, ah! And my mom like slams on the brakes, and she's like, did I kill it? And we had the whole thing on video, and we watched it over and over again for like an hour.
Anywho,
Thanks
onward.
for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back whenever,
When we're back,
because we
share travel stories.
share travel stories. We'd love to
Please.
hear where you've been.
Where
That'd
you
be
wanna
great.
go.
Yeah, because please
Or-
just make us jealous so that we go, or pay for us to
Yeah.
go. If you live somewhere, we'll come visit you.
Yeah,
If you
we
pay
will.
for it,
We'll chip in a little bit.
we'll
buy
chip
you
in.
food.
We'll buy you food. We'll make you a great American meal, whatever that is.
Yeah, we'll bring you American stuff. We'll bring you Oreos.
We'll bring you Oreos.
Anyways,
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Leave comments. We'll be back with something. Probably.
something.
And we'll try to get together, even though we both have jobs now.
Yeah, that's right. I'm employed. I mean,
Melissa's employed.
it's the
She's
same
not
place.
a bum.
that I was employed before I left, but it's still employment.
It's still employment. You still got back in there.
Yes, I am making money.
And money. Money, money,
Okay, we should stop while we're ahead. We're not ahead, but we should stop anyways.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.